Hello everybody all over the world. Hello, I'm HiGPS and I'm not wearing sunglasses because the eye infection has gone down. You can probably tell which eye it is, but it's not as bad as it was, and I don't like playing computer games with sunglasses because I'm not that cool. So, today we have this... Am I sitting that high? Alright, today we have this item right here, which is the flying guillotine for the scout, yes. And you can't, whenever you use it, you throw it. It's a replacement for the pistol. When people are stunned and over a certain damage, over like distance, it does more damage and stuff like that. So I'm just going to look at it right over here. So it does like 150 damage on stun and no random critical hits. And yeah, long range causes mini crits, not crits. So, yes. That's it. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. What I would have mentioned first is that this weapon is kind of like what Jarate Bushwhacker is for the sniper, only reversed. And what I mean by that is that the sniper is a class that's fucking great at shooting people at long ranges, but he's not as good close range. So what the Jarate Bushwhacker allows you to do as a sniper is hit somebody really hard once with the Bushwhacker and still be weak to flames. That's pretty much what that is. So you give up your ability to be like very good in duels by giving up the SMG and being more vulnerable to fire and stuff like that using that combo. So with the scout, you know, scout's pretty fucking good at killing stuff when it's close up, like in their face, and they're in your face. They kill you like really fast and stuff like that. And scout doesn't really have anything to deal stuff from a damage before. Like you had the stun man, the sandman, which is what we're going to be using for the most part of today. And then you had, you know, pistol or mad milk or short stop or something like that, but nothing like this. So this is like one hit wonder that does a lot of damage from a distance and allows you to get like a lucky pick and stuff like that. What is important to note is that the arc of which the Sandman travels and the Guillotine travels is pretty much the same, only that the Guillotine is slower than the ball. So that's something to take into consideration when you do that. So with that, we will go into the first replay of the day, which is a user submitted one, and it's from PHT Duke Pimpin' Dave, and he's going to be here on Gravel Pit, and he's going to be using the regular scattergun, doing some damage with that. Got to be careful about those powers, man. And using the cleaver and no, not the cleaver. The well, that's what it says in the corner. And he stuns, and he kills him. One hit, like that. He does a little over 150 damage, and then taking out the power as well. So that was the basic introduction of how you do it. You stun them, and then you throw it at them, is basically the idea. And keep in mind, it doesn't do damage faster than the scattergun if you just run up and shoot them. So like here, he actually takes longer to kill that demo man that was idle or something. That would just be to like run right up to his back and just shoot him like 2 or 3 shots with the scattergun, and then he goes down. To a soldier, but that's fine. That's fine. So we got a little introduction there to seeing how it works. You throw the ball, they're stunned, you throw them, and they die like really fast. This works on most classes. Not entirely 100% sure about the damage, but you know, this weapon is fairly new, and I haven't seen like anyone that's like really developed a style for this because it's completely new. It's a total new way of playing scout. You can be like allowed to kind of like emulate a huntsman in a way. So we're just going to go on to the next one, and that is like you use this loadout, but it doesn't really make a lot of difference because you can, let's say you can use the bat and the pistol and you will still obtain the same amounts of ownage ponage. So here we have Chopper, the moderator, and submitter, and stuff like that. And he's going to be using the Sandman, which of course allows you to shoot this little stun ball like we've seen, but it also removes 10 of your total health. So instead of having, you know, or is it 15, you have like 110. So he's going to be taking out a sniper here and running up and killing him like that. And here's the thing, like, because he used the flying guillotine, you bonk them and then you stun them and then you throw them. And by bonk I mean stun. He didn't really use any ammo on his scattergun, which allowed him to just shoot. So if you use this correctly and time it with reloads with your scattergun, this can be actually pretty lethal, and you can like extend your damage output quite a bit. However, you know, it is pretty hard and pretty difficult to get those 2 projectiles to hit, because even when they're stunned, if you don't hit them at max range, they can still move around. And we'll be seeing that a bit later. And of course, the Cleaver is a weapon that you can just find in a drop, or you can craft it, or you can trade it, or you can buy it. Whatever works, or you got it with the promo pack where it's from, or something like that. So you're seeing Chopper here. He's going to be playing here on Nucleus, and he's going to be a lot of replays, which was on this map doing fairly good, but they were all fairly similar as well. So he's currently on the red team, shooting the blue, in case you haven't noticed, and they're kind of like spawn camping. He's doing a great job here. He's killing absolutely everything. And we haven't seen like the cleave, like the combo here, the items really do that much of a difference. Because if you throw it and they're not stunned, it does about 50 damage, but you also do bleed damage. But any damage is good damage, but you would do more damage with the pistol if you're that close. And sometimes you even hit the targets that's right in front of you because of the way the arc works, and it actually takes a bit of a time before you throw it. It's a bit weird there. And that scout goes down to his friendly scout here, and he's just running around outside their enemies spawn here, being very aggressive as they have no medic. That's probably why they can't move out, because they just die, which is common for public servers to never have any medics ever at any point in time in the entirety of the game. So he's going to do a little stun there, and of course the stun isn't only good for the Cleaver, as the Cleaver was just recently added, and Sandman has been around since the Scout update, which happened ages ago. As Sandman still does a fair amount of damage when you hit people with it as well. And you see just Chopper doing a decent job of just holding the fort here. And reloading, relocating, and then just... And there you see he misses, that's fine.
The control point is being captured.
Still running around here, and if he had used the pistol and the regular bat, there wouldn't really be that much of a difference. So the important thing to note with this Cleaver thing is that you really gotta use it when there's like you can't do anything as a scout. And finally he goes down. And what I mean by you can't do anything as scout is when, let's say you're playing on like payload and you're on defense or you're on attack, and there's just so many sentries, and wherever you go you just get immediately murdered. I guess is a lot of common experience from a lot of scouts. But with this thing, it allows you to maybe like get a stun on the NG and then like maybe kill him and then just shoot the sentry and stuff like that. We didn't see anything of happen in these replay because this is fairly new. I mean, I think we're going to redo this when this weapon has been a bit more figured out and people know how to use it more, because right now people are kind of like overusing it to the point where it actually hurts their play a bit. So right here we see actually like what I was talking about. We're just going to back that up a bit here because that's kind of important to note. Like when you try to be like more fancy than you absolutely have to, because as a scout you want to kill those people and you want to be annoying. So just watch what happens here, right? Here is Chopper still. And here's a demo man, right? He has not seen the scout, which means you have the element of surprise and you run faster than the demo man. So if you run straight up to his back and just shoot him like once, 2 times, or 3 times, he's going to die depending on how well you hit. But instead, Chopper's like, oh yeah, I'm going to switch to the Sandman and then miss and then throw the Cleaver and also miss. So not only did he like give away his position to this demo man, but he also missed both of his targets and is now at a disadvantage because now they have to recharge. So that's like one thing that is important to note with this, is try not to like be like, oh my god, there's a guy here, I have to kill him with this. No, just do like that. Just run in and fucking shoot him. Do you see how short that took? That was like so fast. He did that, and it was like no problem. I know it's a bit hard to hit people, I guess. I mean, you try and hit people, like try and understand this, but there's like some places where hitting people with the Sandman is really hard, and that is everything that's not a narrow corridor is pretty hard. So yes, it's gonna have a bit of an Uber here and running around the spawn still, and nice little bonk there, but the scout moved around so he couldn't hit him with the Cleaver. And he's going to be running back and reloading and stuff like that. Yes, good, great. There's another scout here he throws, and he actually hits him because the scout's really low. So he did about 50 damage, but the scatter gun does about 50 damage as well. So it would have been safer, but not as fancy.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
And then he's going to kill the sniper that he stunned. Excellent work. And he's going to be falling back, running around here. And he's been, I'm not sure if this we show this in this replay, but he's actually really good on this map, just jumping around and using the heights and getting on the roof and stuff, doing like some scout shenanigan tricks there. Here on King of the Hill Nucleus, which is just like this huge point right in the middle where he's right below it right now. And so far in this replay, we've only seen like one kill that happened with the Cleaver. Or the Flying Guillotine. I'm just going to call it the Cleaver, it's easier. The Cleaver. And like you see, people still die pretty fast to scatter guns, regardless. Even if you stun them, not always do you have to use the Cleaver, but you can just shoot them anyway. And it's currently overtime, and you need to get on the point. Gotta be a boss and cap that point. But look out, their stick is on the point, you gotta be careful. He throws it, and there's a scout behind him, and they're capping. And there goes a spy, he doesn't know it's a spy, and then he burns to a crisp, and he dies, and their team loses the round. Ugh. So that's what happened there. So hopefully that gave you a bit of an idea that, like, if you try to use it every time, you will actually be worse off than if you didn't use it at all. Which goes for a lot of unlocks. You have to use them properly, but like I said, this weapon is really new. It's a completely new style for Scout and try to get into. So you have to be really experimental. You should try and use it when you're like really far away, because like if you're the further you are away, the longer and the more powerful the stun is. So with that, we're gonna go into the next replay, which is from Chain. You guys been sending us a raw replays, and he's actually using the Babyface's blaster. And if you haven't watched that episode yet, I think you should do that because it's a very cool weapon, very interesting. You see, he's running as fast as a demo man. Well, you don't see that, but I know that for a fact. And he's gonna be using the Wrap Assassin and the Cleaver, so he's not gonna have those criticals because he doesn't have the Sandman to stun. But what he's gonna be doing, he's gonna be using the bleed damage from these two weapons to build his boost really fast from a safe distance, and then go around and do a ton of damage with this. Because the way this weapon works is that the more damage you do, the faster you run, and then you reach a certain cap. You can just see how fast he is. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog, because he's on blue. And instead of trying to do like, you know, the Rider Bushwhacker or like the Market Gardener where you do like a ton of damage, he's just gonna do a little bit of damage and then use this other weapon as a main one. Because the Babyface's blaster, I mean, look how fast he runs, and he hasn't died. You're able to escape anything, but you gotta be careful not to jump, because then you lose all of your speed, actually. So he's gonna be using that. Very interesting combo there. Heavy went down to a headshot from somebody. And he's now gonna be capping the point and holding the Cleaver. I'm not sure at this point if he really needs the Cleaver, but it's definitely an interesting combination here. Might have been a bit more effective with the Sandman, but we're going to be seeing out some other loadouts as well, which Chain here actually did. So it's very good, very important. And you see he doesn't even jump, because if you jump, you lose all your speed and you're slow as a demo man again. And excellent work there, just standing on that little ledge, and he's going to be bothering the hell out of this demo man. And this Heavy comes and tries to punch him, but in case you haven't noticed, this Scout's fucking fast lightning, and Heavies are slow as a duck. Ducks are slow, right? Yeah. He takes out the Heavy like Toll Boss, and he's of course running around here, and he's going to go and get up to the top of the spire and start capping the point. He's going to be moving constantly. He's not going to be standing still, because if you stand still, you are pretty much a target. A sitting duck, if you want. And then he goes on to some random crits from a Heavy. So we saw some interesting play there, using the Babyface's blaster, using the speed to your advantage, and just using the Cleaver and the Wrap Assassin to build that boost and stuff like that from a distance. So it's actually pretty good with the Babyface's blaster if you use it that way. So that's not necessarily like a way that's bad or good. You just have to figure out what's your style, like what are you most comfortable with playing. Because some people are going to be like, yeah, well, this is the best loadout, obviously, because that's what I heard. And I try not to do that, like, yeah, this is the best loadout, stock rocket launcher, lol. You gotta find like what fits your playstyle the best. Like some people like to play more defensively, some people like to play more offensively, and some people like to play more trollishly. And this next replay is actually not about troll, but it's about a very interesting combination here. And this is from Chain still, and he's gonna be standing still for a little bit. I'm not sure. So he's gonna be using the Babyface blaster, running really slow, and I think he's gonna be using the Sandman right now, or is it the Wrap Assassin? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's using the Sandman and the Cleaver. So it's going to be not using the Rap Assassin anymore. He is actually going to be doing that. So he takes out a scout with a little help from his NG buddy there. And they're on greenery, 5 control by map. And oh, excellent! Did you see that? Did you see that? Well, we have to see that again because that was really cool. And I'm going to add a sound because you know it's coming and therefore it has to be good. All right. So he goes. He shoots the first scout. Yeah, that's fine. And here comes the other scout, and he stuns. And here comes the throw. Okay, we're gonna slow it down. Slow it down. Here comes the throw. Boom! He dies and he falls and it's full pain. His head is all across the concrete. So nice work there by Chain. Whoops. Looks pretty cool in slow motion. Too bad it was like glitched and it like disappeared halfway through. So he's gonna be running up here into the middle of the map here and try to do something with this. He has a lot of speed because he got those kills, and he actually stuns the pyro. And he should actually just, as soon as the pyro is stunned, should you go on and attack them and maybe use the cleaver or the babyface blastus, whatever is fine. The pyro died regardless, so you know that's fine. And still going to be using the Sandman here and trying to do some stun. That barely missing, and he's going to be falling back here using his superior speed and just grabbing health kits, you know. He is in pretty good control right now, and nice little throw there. I'm not sure if he hit anything. The Cleaver does recharge very, very fast though, and oh, the heavy's out of ammo. Oh no, his medic. You got to watch out for his medic. He's bringing out the shotgun, bringing out the pain. Here comes the bat. Goes the Batman, and he gets the medic. The medic drops the Uber pop it on bro. That's what I meant. Man, I should have an auto button for this. On the food. It's taking out a sniper there. And if you look at this again from like, you know, a fast perspective where it's not slow motion with awesome music from The Matrix 1. There was actually no way he could actually have killed that sniper unless he's using this. Because this is... Oh, whoops. Fuck, I forgot this. There we go. And fuck, come on. Yes. And then he kills him. Because at that distance, you as a scout, you do not simply do enough damage because of the distance, but you just stun him enough that he can't escape, and then he just dies because he can't move and you just throw it at him. So that is probably the best example of how you use the Sandman and the Cleaver combination right there. It's just a perfect distance and the perfect target. And you can do this from anything, and it was just so good, and it's probably the best example of when the Cleaver is good throughout this entirety of the episode, actually. Because this thing is really hard. You see, like, you stun him, but he's still moving, and it's just so hard to hit. Just because you have to be pretty far away for the stun to be effective in order if you want to really want to, you know, do the damage and stuff like that. So you have to be far away, throw it far, and yeah, that's what it's intended for anyway. It's like if you're a sniper and you Girardi someone that's like far away from you, and then you try to run to him, and he's like a marathon, and the sniper's not very fast. He's about as fast as Engineer, Spy, and Pyro. Yes. And nice work there. And with a little help over this Pyro friend there, he takes down the heavy. Some nice little stun there. You can just see, like, with the speed, you can create that little extra distance you need in order for the stun to be effective. And then he gets immediately backstabbed by a Spy, but that's fine because he came out of the door. I was gonna say nowhere, but he came from somewhere, and that was the door. And that's a really good combo. I mean, the babyface is blaster, and this you can't jump, of course. But on a map like Grainer, you don't really need to jump that much. So you can just use your superior speed, like super ultra speed, and just be total boss like Chain just was. So we're going to be moving on to the next replay here, which is still by Chain, and he's going to be using a really interesting combo. He's going to be using the Soda Popper. And the way this thing works is that you run around, and then when you run around for so long, you get mini crits. And that applies to everything. So he's going to be using that with the Cleaver. And the Scout didn't die to that Cleaver, actually. That was a headshot from a sniper. So here's the mini crits he's going to be using, and he's going to be playing on the map King of the Hill Lakeside. And he's going to be trying to do the damage. Not so lucky there. So this replay is a little rather long, so we're just going to speed it up to see how he uses this. Is that too fast? Yeah, that's probably too fast. Yes, there we go. He's going to be falling back and still using the cleaver like this. And it's pretty interesting because you get mini crits on the cleaver and stuff like that, and he's using this. I wouldn't say this combo is as potent, just because of the way the soda popper works. It just doesn't have that, you know, damage output you'd like to have. But the mini crit idea is interesting. I'm not sure if like you throw it so far that it gets mini crits while it's mini crits that it becomes crits. I don't think mini crit and mini crit makes crits. I just make mini crits. It's like if you stand in the rain, you become, you know, wet, and if you take a bath, you become wet. But if you take a bath outside in the rain, like in the bathtub, you actually move the bathtub out of the house, you will not become more wet because you only get you know what I mean. And that's what it's like with these mini crits. So he's gonna be running around, and he hasn't really been able to do that much with anything other than his soda popper, for that matter. But he's staying alive for a really long time, and he's getting those mini crits the time when he needs it, and he's been staying alive for a pretty long time. This replay is over 5 minutes long, and pretty much the maximum amount of time in a King of the Hill map is a total of 6 minutes, considering like both, like if you don't count like endless overtime and stuff like that. And you can just see he's doing a great job just running around, picking them off, shooting stuff here and there, throwing the cleaver eventually, I think. No, yes, there, throws it, doesn't hit anything. Goes up and tries to get an engineer, which he gets. Yeah, there we go. Then he goes, sniper trying to chase him with a knife and a razorback. Doesn't work, because bullets are better than razorback and knives. So he's going to be spamming around, throwing this stuff and falling back and stuff like that. And he hasn't really been overextending that much either. He's just been poking around, and the opponent's team hasn't just been able to do anything with him. So he's staying alive for a pretty good while here. I think he would have done better if he had the scattergun and stuff like that, but the scattergun takes longer to reload, so it doesn't have that much room for error as the soda popper allows you to have. Just because of the way it fast reloads. Like 2 shots reload, 2 shots reload. Pretty similar to the Force of Nature. And is being a bit careful here. Trying to use the ranged weapons and running around on the point, shooting stuff still. Notice that he still hasn't died. He's doing a great job of just evading everything like a scout, being insanely annoying, which is good. Because if you are annoying to your opponents, you're doing something good. And he's going to be throwing the knife again, and shooting the rap assassin, and still hitting the mini crits, and he's going to be taking out the... not going to be taking out the spire, he's going to run out and get the health. Yeah, surviving is important, yes. And takes out Demo Man, and the scout eventually... yes, down the scout goes to something else. And he's just staying alive, man. He's not dying anytime soon. And you see what he's been doing? He's just been circling back and forth and picking off the enemies one at a time. And just using his superior scout speed to his advantage. And finally he goes down to what was like a 5-minute round. And he got 20 kills during that time. So that is time well spent. Yes. So... that was the longest replay of today. So we're just going to be moving on to the next one, which is me. Because I think, yeah, that's all the replays we had. Thank you guys for submitting all those replays. If I didn't show you a replay, it's because it sucked. No, it didn't suck. It was just like we had better examples of what happened in your replay. So keep sending those replays. Those replays are awesome. So we're going to be playing here on Badwater, and we're going to show you the bleed damage can sometimes help you out in a pinch. And the fun fact, you cannot hit yourself with the cleaver, because I tried to do that here. I'm like, oh, alright. Alright, try it again. Huh. Nope. So you can't hit yourself with a cleaver, apparently.
In 30 seconds.
And we're going to be here on Gold Rush, which is not Badwater, which is a running joke I have. And I know people in the stream are saying like this is a pretty hard weapon to get replays for, and that is absolutely true. This weapon is hard to use. It's high risk and high reward, pretty much.
4, 3.
So we're just waiting for the gates to open here in order to do some of that there damage. And we throw the cleaver and don't really hit anything. And we're not going to be committing there because we're not a heavy. And oh, here comes the medic. We're going to get the medic. takes out the medic, and we're just gonna run around and get the heavy as well with a little help from somebody. But we're gonna take all the credit for that because we're a scout, and that's how annoying that scouts rule. Yes, that's how we roll. And this is where it gets interesting, right? I hit him. I die. And then he dies to the bleed. So this is what I mentioned when you die in Team Fortress 2, is that you try to... If you die, try and take as many people with you. And the soldier killed me, and I killed him while I was dead. So I'm going to be showing you something, how to not do something. Which is probably the shortest replay we have today. Yes. So here we have a heavy, he's right outside our spawn, and a lot of people are thinking, oh, crap. The reason I'm looking over here is that this is because where the stream is, because my other monitor died, so I'm using the TV. We have a heavy outside our spawn, and I'm a scout, and that heavy is already spun up. And if you think this is going to bring a lot of pain, you're absolutely right. So we're like, yeah, what we're going to do? Well, we are going to stun him, and then throw the cleaver, and then kill him. And we have 9 seconds to do that. Spoiler. So we hit him, and... Oh. Okay. Fun fact is that at this distance, which is right here, eventually, yes. This distance right here is actually the distance where if you stun him, he will actually be unstunned before you get the chance to throw the flying guillotine. So they need to be further away than this in order for it to be effective. So now you know. So we're gonna be moving on here, where we have like a lot of players pretty much ask like, oh, where is this weapon good? Well, it's good on narrow corridors when you have like long open areas where the ball can fly in the air and hit people. So this is going to be on Gold Rush, the last stage here. And this is a perfect angle. Now, why is this a perfect angle? Well, because of the way the ball goes. It goes like straight forward like this. There's a lot of people around the cart, a lot of people to hit, and they will generally be in this line of sight. So that's why the Huntsman is also good, like here as well, because of the way it works. Because Huntsman and this thing works pretty similar. So wherever the Huntsman is good, this will be good as well. So if you know, like, for example, on Dust Bowl, on the second stage, on the last point, like in the yard there, the Huntsman is really, really good. So that means this will be really good there too. In theory. I haven't tried, but it should be. So we get the bonk on the pyro, and we throw the guillotine, and he dies, because that's what happened. Because if you're stunned, stuff will hurt a lot. So we're gonna use the cart and jump up and see if there's anything up here, and we hear something. Oh, there's nothing here, and oh, they popped an Uber. All right, cool. So we get the stun again, and oh, there's a sniper, and bam, taking him out as well with the cleaver. And there's a demo man here, but we don't want to overextend. Here's a medic. Okay, I have enough time to take him out. Oh, it's a pyro. Okay, we got the pyro. Cool, excellent. So I'm going to be running around and grabbing the health here, make sure that nobody comes down. Yes, nobody came down. That's a drop down you can go, and as a scout, bam, hitting him with the Sandman. There we go. Batting stuff, because that's what the scout says. Trying to get the medic, but he was a bit too close, couldn't really get it there. But you sure do make them nervous when they are stunned, because it's easy to get headshot and stuff like that. And there's a teleporter going up right like in the stairs there, but we don't care about that just yet. Our engineer buddy is starting to build his little sentry defense there in a pretty standard pub position. I'm not too sure how good it is, but it's pretty good. And I'm just gonna check if something's up here. Nope, nothing here. Good. As a scout, it's important to do like roamer stuff, like scout around, hence the name Scout. We actually hit the demo man in the nuts, so should probably be more stun, and then we take a rocket to the feet and we die. Because playing scout on payload is hard. And we're just going to go into the next replay, and this replay features the enemy, which is the steward, the leader for the founders. He's actually in this. He's actually going to be the pyro coming up. And we're just here. The engineer has gotten his sentry up to level 3 and his dispenser to level 3, and everything's looking good. And we stun a heavy. Don't really hit him with this. That's fine. Gonna be falling back. We have a couple of sentries here that hopefully will be enough to do the job. You can also throw the Cleaver just for spam purposes, doing that extra bleed damage. And the Pyro takes a stun, but so does he get headshot by something. And we're just gonna be circling back and forth with this dispenser here because that's what we need. Scout need those dispensers. And we see a sniper dot on the wall. Try to hit something, barely misses. Probably due to bad, I wanted to say scheduling, but it's like bad habits with this yet, because you haven't really. This weapon takes a long time to get used to and properly utilize. You just have to keep at using it. It's definitely a very fun weapon. As you can see, you stun them and then you throw them and then they die, and it makes like the sound of chopping flesh, and it's really good. So that way you can check out as well. And oh, it's a sniper, cool. We're just gonna kill a sniper and the NG until I kill absolutely everything. It was a Pyro! Shit, alright, that's Stuart. Oh, he reflected, and he reflected. Fuck. Alright. Pyros, our only weakness. So, fun fact. Pyros can reflect Sandman balls back in your face, and they can reflect cleavers. So imagine this, if the Pyro stuns you and then kills you with your own cleaver. It's got to be the best replay of all time. So we're just going to be moving on here to our second last replay. It's user submitted by... I forgot, but we will know in a moment because I forgot to type down the note. Yeah, this is Chopper, the moderator. Yes, he's going to be playing on Saw. This is one of these last-minute submissions. He's like, yeah, I heard a spy. I was like, there's a spy! Get the spy. Yes, get him. Yes, takes down the spy like a boss. Yes, excellent. So he's going to be here on one of the worst maps in all time, which is King of the Hill Saw or Capture the Flag Saw or whatever. I'll show you why this map is bad. It's like, yeah, well, but the map's supposed to be, you know, mirrored. I'm like, yeah, okay, here we have the blue half. Alright? And here we have the red half. I'm not if you noticed, but on the blue half, this house is not there. So if you're like, I'm going to be a sniper, I'm going to be sniping the spawn. Fuck. And there's like a waterfall here. It's pretty open. It's like water. It's like, yeah, what do these have? And then like a house. This map's bad. Anyway. He's going to be chasing down the scout runt over here, using the soda popper. He's going to be taking him out because the scatter gun does more damage overall. It's not as gimmicky, and he stuns the heavy, and here comes the spy, and what? Alright, question for the stream. Who killed the heavy? Was it A, the spy, B, Chopper, or C, there's just two alternatives. So place your bets in the stream. Type Chopper if you think it's Chopper, and type Spy if you think it's a spy. So go with A, C, the saw. Alright, time's almost up. Bet. Betting is over. No bet has placed. Alright, so we're going to be looking at this in slow motion. Alright, you know what this means? Oh wait, even slower. Yes. Here comes Cleaver. And the Cleaver got him and the spy missed. So that was excellent. Nice work there, Chopper, taking out the heavy with that Cleaver. Stealing the spy's kill like that. I bet he was not happy. He's going to be trying taking out the soldier as well. And then the Noman's on him. I don't know, he's running out in the spawn. Gotta get the health back. Which he does eventually, but oh no, they're so all over him and throw the... Okay, you're dead. Damn. Shit. Okay. So with that, we're going to go on to our final replay before we're going to do the raffle. And today's raffle is going to be a little bit special. Yes! So here we go. Here we have Shane here, and he's like freaking out over something. So what just happened? That was on D-Grid Keep, by the way. Okay, so what has just happened is he's here, right? And he's gonna be throwing the Guillotine again. Here it is, there it comes. Wait, let's see if I can get the speed right. And the scout comes up the stairs and he get hit. And the scout's like, ah! Because that, it does mini crits, and he's like bleeding, and he's just in slow motion. He's like, damn, I better shoot this ball. And now, I'm in the pain, bleeding, because I got hit by a guillotine that come from across the map. Alright, better fly down and stop everything, stop the bleeding with this energy drink. But first, I'm gonna jump and delay my death even more. And okay, cool. And we're so close. Oh, we're so close. Okay, drink the bonk, drink the bonk, drink the bonk, and then he dies. He's like, no, with his face inside his chest, and he's like, I'm dead. Scout died, 2 choppers, fucking guillotine. So that was the guillotine, everybody. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you want to submit replays, there is on the stream page. There is a how to send replays tutorial. You do not need to watch you need to watch your replays to ensure they aren't like corrupted, because sometimes they get bugged and they crash your game. But you don't need to render them. You just send me the raw files and I will do the rendering here. And for next week's episode, this is going to be like kind of a bit iffy, is that we are going to do a fun episode. And that is, we just have a bunch of fun replays of whatever fun. It can be like insane like air shots, like uber pro stuff, like I shot her like a rocket, or like lucky crits, like the luckiest crits you can ever get, and stuff like that. Maximum ownage, taunt kills. What else? Like huntsman, engineer, like spawn camping or telefragging or something like that. Just lots of fun stuff. So if you have funny replays saved up, just send those and we'll take a look at those. And it's gonna be a fun episode. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing next time. And the time after that, we might be covering some robots, maybe. So with that, I'm actually going to tell you what the raffle is. And I'm actually going to do 2 raffles today, because I'm feeling quite confident. So, for anybody who... Wait. There, now you can see my top of my head, I think, for what? Excellent. Cool. Oh yeah, raffle music. Whenever this music comes on, it means like somebody is about to win something. So right now I can tell you what we have left in the raffle. And after this, like the first raffle we're going to do is for people that have users on Twitch and they are currently in the chat. So if you are in the chat and you don't have a user, you should hurry up and make one, because then you will be selected at random, maybe, if you're lucky. So currently the last remaining items we have, before we get to the good stuff, is these strange items here. And you get to pick one. One of these stranges here, because those have been donated by the viewers, and I'm forever grateful about that. And after the random viewer raffle, we're gonna do the raffle for the submitters of replays, and you guys are in for a treat. I'm gonna give you the best thing I have. So with that, we're just gonna go and I'm gonna refresh the stream page and hope that the chat works, because if it doesn't, it's not gonna be a raffle. It sucks to be you. And we have, oh yeah, we have a lot of people here, yes, ooh, a total of 43. Excellent, so there's only a few people that are watching that don't have an idea, well, it sucks to be you. And we're going to be pulling it up here. This extension graciously told to me from about Chris D, so thank you again. So here we have the raffle, and we're just going to roll the dice, and whoever gets this, you have to, when I call your name, you have to type your Steam username in chat, and then I will add you and we will do the trade. So I'm going to click the dice now, and it's hexagon _ sun, and you're not following me. Do I want to give you something when you're not following me? Hexagon, type your username in chat. Because this is a good way to show if you're like following me or not. It's like, yeah, you won the raffle, but you're not following me. Alright, cool. So congratulations. Maybe you should make that a rule for next time. You have to be following me. Otherwise it would suck. Alright, he says he will follow. Alright, cool. So that's a new rule for the raffle. If you are picked and you're not following me, you don't win anything. You just become the laughingstock of the entire chat room. So with that, he literally just joined. Yeah, well, that's a lucky one. Type your Steam ID, and then I will trade you, and we will be right back once we've gotten Hexagon on Steam. And we're back with That's his name. Bunch of E's. So you can pick one. Pick one of the strangest. You can only have one. These are the donated ones, so you can pick that. And also, if you want to donate stuff to the raffle, you can. If you want to do that. Come on, pick something already. Let's do a countdown. You have... Okay, let's see. You have 20 seconds to pick. 20, okay. He cancelled. Okay. Huh. Look at all this crap. Oh, it's back. Alright, excellent. Oh, that's good to know. You cancelled. He takes the equalizer. Excellent choice. There you go. The team captain, which I can't view in the store because I have things disabled. Great. So, it's the team captain, the M. Bison hat. Gonna be giving it away out of my own pocket because this was not donated to me. This was found, luckily, so I can give to you, the submitters, because you guys submit so many good replays. So, with that, more raffle. Sweet. Alright, cool. So the way it works now is that we're not going to grab everybody from the stream because you guys had your chance, and we are now going to do the raffle on random.org, which is our favorite website for random numbers. So we're just going to be adding the screen region here, and I've assigned all the emails to... Oh, come on. I'm a bad actor. Alright, so here we have the random number, so we're just going to be clicking this for a while, a little random number, generate, because I've given everybody a number. And the number is 17. And that is Vilius. I know who that is. Vilius, congratulations, you are the winner of the team captain. From me to you. I think I already have you on my friend list, so I'm going to see if I can bring you right up so I can give you that immediately. That's a pimp, yeah, the Pimpin' Dave, I think. I think that was Pimpin' Dave. Are you here? Yes, he's here. Alright. Yes, there you go. Here is the chat thing. It's over here now. Excellent. Oh, he's like, okay, he's like, not. He's not gonna do that. Alright. Excellent. I have that hat no more. So with that, we're going to sum it up. Thank you guys for watching so much, staying with us to the end. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the man versus machine update, which is happening after this show sometime, maybe. Yes, so of course, next time we're going to be doing fun replays. Just fun in general, lucky crits, stair stabs, trick stabs, taunt kills, you name it, everything. So send those funny replays, and if you are unsure of how to send replays, you just go to the stream page, which is twitch.tv/HiGPS. And at the bottom there's a how to replay video that shows you how to replay. Send the replays, yes. So thank you guys for watching so much. I'm GPS, and I have a Twitter you can follow, at HiGPS, and there's also a Steam group where I post all announcements, like videos, bots, and stuff like that. As soon as they're up and other announcements. So thank you, and